What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane back again with another amazing All-American video. And in this video, I am breaking down the synopsis from episode 2, season 4. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. I did not expect for them to release this synopsis just yet. We haven't even seen the premiere of episode 1, but they released it, so I'm going to talk about it. However, if they release episode 3, I'm not going to do it until after at least we see episode 1 because I don't necessarily like to do too many spoilers or be too preemptive. I want to give y'all my predictions and I do all of that and previews and all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to get too far ahead with the synopsis when we haven't even seen the new season premiere. But if you're new here, go ahead and read the whole synopsis for you. I'll also link in the description box down below where you can check out on ericavane.com and read the synopsis for yourself. And then I break it down line by line and tell you what I think it means and what we can expect. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on so that you don't miss any of my All-American videos. And without further ado, taking control. The gang celebrates a birthday, but not everyone is happy about it. As Olivia and Spencer's relationship grows stronger, Olivia struggles with the rift between Billy and Spencer. Jordan's buried feelings come to the surface, leaving his and Billy's relationship strained. Meanwhile, Asher is trying to come to terms with his football career, but is hopeful when he goes to see a new doctor. Alright, y'all, I think the birthday that we are talking about in the synopsis is the twins' birthday because it's about that time. You know, last year we saw Layla throw that petty party for them and created the Baker's birthday and had JJ, you know, kidnap them to get them there because they were on punishment at the time. It's about that time again, and I think this is going to be their birthday. And not everybody's happy about it, probably because Coop is still in the hospital and they don't know if she's going to actually make it or not. So it's not necessarily a happy time. However, you know, you still have to, you know, live your life even when someone is struggling, is sick, or just really going through it like Coop is potentially. I really do believe that Coop is in a coma. You still have to live your life outside of that hospital. So they're going to have the birthday party, and of course Spencer's going to show up. Pretty much everyone is going to be there. I believe this is what the scene that we saw them in when they filmed that TikTok for Greta's channel. I talked about this a little bit in previous videos and I'll link those in the description box down below. But we're going to see Layla there, so we know that Layla's okay. We're going to see Asher there, and it's going to be like a small intimate birthday party for the twins. And this is probably where we're also going to see the tensions, or at least the level of where the tension is with Billy and Spencer, because yes, Coop is in the hospital and Billy might show up there and show his face or do something, but he still is very mad at Spencer even though he has no goddamn reason to be. As you can see with the synopsis where it says, as Olivia and Spencer's relationship grows stronger, Olivia struggles with the rift between Billy and Spencer. Now, I hope that this doesn't create too much tension for her, because Olivia takes on the feelings and emotions of other people sometimes, and she really, in a way to distract herself from whatever she has going on, she likes to, you know, of course, step in and try to save people or fix things. And I'm hoping that she doesn't let Billy's feelings towards Spencer get in the way of their relationship progressing or create little speed bumps, because in all honesty, Billy don't matter. And yes, that's your daddy, but no, Spencer has been a much better influence on you than your own daddy has. So until your daddy sits in the corner and gets his mind right and minds his damn business, leave him where he's at, sis, and continue to be happy as best you can. I did a video breaking down what to expect from Spencer and Layla and Jordan and Olivia in season 4, and in those videos I talk about like what we can expect from people personally, and I think that Spencer is going to need Olivia to support him through a lot of the grieving and big decisions that he has to make. So in all honesty, we just don't have no room on our plate to worry about what Billy's mad about or how he feels, and that's just that. You're a grown-ass man, sir. Figure it out and get over it. And if you want to be mad at anybody, go ahead and be mad at your son, because clearly according to the synopsis he's still mad at you. The next line says, Jordan's buried feelings come to the surface, leaving his and Billy's relationship strained. So we saw in the season finale that Jordan basically read Billy for filth and said, yo, I'm you basically, so why are you mad at me, or why are you giving me all this smoke because I do exactly what you taught me to do, bam bam kablam. I thought it was done with that, but you know, maybe not. Maybe Jordan is still carrying some feelings. Maybe Billy needs to pack up those feelings that he has towards Spencer right now and move them right on over to the house of Jordan, so that they can have this little ill will to each other and be mad at each other, because in all honesty, this is about them. It has nothing to do with Spencer. All Spencer has ever done was support and love the both of y'all. So that's it, that's all. I feel like, honestly, now that I'm like really thinking about it, I don't necessarily think that Jordan is mad about what he said to Billy in the season finale, I think he might actually be mad that Beverly lost, because Jordan definitely gives me that resentful vibes. Or maybe he also still feels a way because even with, Billy not liking Spencer right now and having all the smoke for Spencer right now, we have seen him over the course of the last 3 seasons be more of a father to Spencer than he has of Jordan. And I do think that while Jordan has been handling it, he has been navigating it a little bit better as we have gone along. He could have still been growing deep-seated resentment and like just not seeing the same thing that he saw for Spencer for himself with his own father. So that could be also some of the stuff that's put into this whole animosity. At the end of the day, I'm all fine with Jordan having animosity towards Billy, because I think that Billy needs to go ahead and have the animosity towards Jordan, and they can just go ahead and fight in that biggest house and leave Spencer James out of it. That's it, that's all. And then also, meanwhile, Asher is trying to come to terms with his football career, but is hopeful when he goes to see a new doctor. Asher is not going to let this football dream go, and I'm not even mad at us seeing the rest of the season him really trying to make his way back onto the field and to get his scholarship that he worked so very hard for, because it broke my heart when they told him that he couldn't play anymore or he couldn't play in the championship game. I have not felt bad for Asher at one moment throughout this series until it got to that diagnosis, until he was losing it in that locker room in the season finale. And I definitely think that he has worked very, very hard for the career that he was brewing and for the scholarship that he received, and he definitely deserves it. So I think that this is just going to be the start of his arc of like his fight back onto the field and how he can heal and how he can do better. NK did an interview where she mentions that we're going to see Asher process this a lot different than what Asher would have processed it like in seasons 1 and season 2. So I'm looking forward to seeing his growth and maturity. I'm under the impression that we're not going to see him spiral out. We're not going to see him turn to alcohol and drugs, but we're going to see him really try to power through and stand in his strength and stand in the maturity that he's cultivated over the last few seasons. So I think that that's what this is particularly speaking to. That is my full breakdown of the synopsis. It was kind of like a little general synopsis for episode 2. I cannot wait for the season premiere, which is on October 25th. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new here and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my content. I'm actually going to be doing a few lives. I have some really great plans for the coverage of this season of All American and how we can have even deeper conversations and connect further. So subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of it, y'all. And if you have missed any of my previous coverage and prep for season 4, I'll have all the videos that I need you to watch and check out that will give you really great insight without too many spoilers in the description box down below, as well as in the cards above. It's your girl Erica Vane, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.